So friends, in this video we will study normal distribution as we have studied in the last video exponential distribution. In this video we will study normal distribution. It states that the continuous probability distribution having the probability density function f of x given by f of x is equal to 1 by sigma into square root of 2 pi e raised to minus x minus mu whole square by 2 into sigma square. Here mu is nothing but mean and sigma is standard deviation, where x lies between minus infinity to plus infinity. Also our mean lies between minus infinity to plus infinity, and sigma should be positive, and this is called as normal distribution. Equivalently, f of x should be greater than or equal to 0, as we know that from continuous probability distribution we have two conditions: f of x should be greater than or equal to 0, and integration from minus infinity to plus infinity f of x dx is equal to 1. Then f of x represents probability density function. Now normal distribution can be divided as a limiting case of binomial distribution. When n is large, neither p nor q is very small. We can derive f of x as n tends to infinity, p, small p, that is probability of success, and probability of failure is equal to 1 by 2. That is, as n tends to infinity, n is nothing but here number of trials. As number of trials tends to infinity, then getting success or failure is here has equal chances. So mean and standard deviation of normal distribution is given as: mean is mu is equal to mu, variance is sigma square, which is sigma square, and standard deviation is sigma. So from this we can say that the variance, standard deviation and mean of this normal distribution is equal to the general mean, variance and standard deviation of the distribution. So here we have some graph. Suppose this is a graph, this is x-axis and this is function of x. We have some graph here. So like this we have a graph. X is equal to mu line. This is on a graph. The graph of probability function f of x is bell shaped, symmetrical about the line x is equal to mu. This is symmetrical about the line x is equal to mu. Here we have a graph of probability function f of x is of bell shaped curve, symmetrical about the line x is equal to mu, and is called normal probability curve. The slope of this curve is like this. Shape of this curve is like this. The line x is equal to mu divides, this is total area. The line x is equal to mu divides the total area of this curve. Total area of this curve is equal to 1. This line divides the total area under the curve 1 into 2 equal parts. So right part and left part, so which are equal to, suppose this is a area under the curve which is equal to 1. Then if x is equal to mu, the line divides this area, then area of this left become 0.5 and this right become 0.5. So this is a graph which we have taken here. Next, let us go with standard normal distribution. So we have probability of x, where x lies between a to b, is given as integration from a to b f of x dx. As we know that f of x dx is nothing but what we got here from normal distribution, where f of x is nothing but 1 divided by sigma into square root of 2 pi into e raised to minus x minus mu whole square by 2 into sigma square. This is our f of x. If you put this f of x in this integration, after integrating we will get our probability, that is normal distribution, as after integrating this term with respect to x, we will get 1 divided by square root of pi integration from z1 to z2 e raised to minus z square by 2 dz. Now this is this term 1 by root 2 pi into e raised to minus z square by 2 is called standard normal probability density function. This is standard normal probability density function, and this z is equal to x minus mu divided by sigma. Mu is nothing but what here? Mean, and sigma is standard deviation. This is called as standard normal variate, that is SNV, standard normal variate. Now pi of z is equal to 1 divided by square root of 2 pi integration from 0 to z e raised to minus z square by 2 dz. This represents area under the standard normal curve from z is equal to 0 to z. So the curve is given like this here. This is a curve from in terms of z. So this line represents in terms of z, and this is pi of z. Now from 0 to z, our standard normal curve is this. Now area is 0 to the, suppose this is one point z here, 0 to z, our required area is this. So this is our required area. We have some results here. Probability when z lies between minus infinity to plus infinity. So this is our curve. This is 0, minus infinity, plus infinity. Then probability when z lies between this minus infinity to plus infinity means full whole area. So as we know that area under the whole curve is nothing but what? 1. So probability when our z lies between minus infinity to plus infinity is always 1. Similarly, when probability when z lies between minus infinity to 0 means here minus infinity to 0, this curve, not this area, minus infinity to 0. So this area is half of total area, which is 0.5 or 1 by 2. So probability when z lies between minus infinity to 0 is 1 by 2. This is also can be written as z is less than or equal to 0. Probability when z lies between minus infinity to 0, this can be also written as probability when z is less than or equal to 0. Similarly, probability when z lies between 0 to plus infinity means 0 to plus infinity, this area, half area. So this is also 1 by 2, that is 0.5, and probability when our z lies between 0 to infinity is also can be written as z is greater, probability when z is greater than or equal to 0, which is 1 by 2 or 0.5. So probability when z lies between minus infinity to z1. So suppose this is our curve z, this is pi of z, plus infinity, minus infinity. What they gave here? Minus infinity to z1. So minus infinity means here less than z1. Suppose we have z1 somewhere here. This is our z1. So up to here. So all this area, except this, all this area. So this can be written as, probability when minus infinity is less than z up to here 0 means up to this area plus this area, that is probability when 0 is less than or equal to z, which is less than z1. Means this area, the total area from minus infinity to z1 can be written as two parts, sum of these two parts, minus infinity to 0 and 0 to z1. That is probability where z lies between minus infinity to 0 plus probability where z lies between 0 to z1. So from minus infinity to z1 can be written as minus infinity to 0, 0 to z1. So as we know that area from minus infinity to 0 is nothing but what? 0.5. And probability from 0 to z1 can be also written as pi of z1. Keep the notation, keep in mind that probability from 0 to some point z1, also can be written as pi of z1. So by the definition you can see here, pi of z is nothing but what? Area under the curve from 0 to z. So pi of z can be written as area under the curve 0 to z. Therefore here also from 0 to z1 we can write this as pi of z1. Next, suppose we have a pi, z is greater than z2. Suppose like this, we have a curve. Here they gave z is probability when z is greater than z2. Suppose our z2 is somewhere here. Probability when z is greater than z2 means this area. So this can be done as, this is our 0, this is our plus infinity, this is our area from 0 to infinity, which is 0.5, as we know that. So this area can be written as this total area, that is probability of 0 to infinity, this total area minus this area. So minus probability when z is less than z2, that is z lies between 0 to z2, means this area. This total area minus this area will give us the required area. So probability which lies between z is greater than z2 can be written as like this. As we know that the whole area, that is probability from 0 to infinity, is nothing but what? 0.5, and probability from 0 to z2 can be written as pi of z2. So let us solve some example. You can see one example here. To find the area under the standard normal curve between z is equal to 0 to 1.55. So here to find the area under standard normal curve, they gave one curve 0 to 1.55. So let us consider first a curve. This is plus infinity, this is minus infinity, and this is 0. They gave the curve from 0 to 0.5. As we know that our curve is like this. This is our curve. So they gave 0 means z is equal to 0 from here to 1.5. Our 1.5 is somewhere here. 1.55 is somewhere here. So the curve is like this. Now we have to find here our curve like this. So by using our formula, we can find pi of z is equal to nothing but what? 1 divided by square root of 2 pi into integration from 0 to 1.55 e raised to minus z square by 2 into dz. So this is nothing but what? Now this is by, we can write this can written as probability from 0 to 1.55. So again this can be written as what? Probability. So this can be written as pi of 1.55. As from these results we can write pi of, that is probability of 0 to, this probability of 0 to 1.55 can be written as pi of 1.55. So this can be found now by using our normal distribution table. So we have normal distribution table here, normal probability distribution table here. What we have to find? Pi of 1.55. How we have to find? See here, we have to find pi of 1.55. So our z is what here? 1.55. So 1.55 can be taken as 1.5 plus 0.05. So like this we have to take. So 1.5 is taken as, where is 1.5? This is our 1.5. Next, how to see? Next is 0.05. 0.05 is here. This is 0.4394. So pi of 1.55 is 0.4394 here. 0. We have to see first 1.5. 1.5. So 1.5 at last digit 0.05. So here it is 0.05 to here 0.4394. This is our required answer. This is the area under the standard deviation, standard normal curve between 0 to 1.55 is 0.4394. If you calculate theoretically by putting z as 0 to 1.5, after simple integration this one, if you put upper limit 1.55 and lower limit 0, you will get the same answer. But if you use normal distribution table, that is normal probability table, you will get direct answer like this. So let us consider another example here. Area of the standard normal curve between z is equal to minus 0.44 and z is equal to 1.76. Now we have a curve here. This is our curve. Minus 0.44 lies between somewhere here, and z is equal to 1.76 is like somewhere here. So area is our minus 0.44 to 1.76. So this area can be written as minus 0.44 to 0, means this area, plus 0 to 1.76, this area. So I write the total area as probability where minus 0.44 less than or equal to z to 0 plus probability from 0 to 1.76. So like this. Now probability of z lies between minus 0.44 to 0 can be written as pi of 0.44 plus 44 plus, and this can be written as pi of 1.76. So by using normal probability table, you can see here what we have here. Z is equal to 0.44. So 0. First we take 0.4. So 0.4 is here. So 0.4 is here. Next what we have? 0.04. So 0.04 is this one. So our answer is 0.1700. So our answer is 0.1700. Next what we have? 1.76. First we take 1.7. So where is 1.7 here? This is our 1.7. This is our 1.7. Next 0.06. So 0.06 is this one. So here to here, what is the value? 0.4608. So 0.4608. Add these two values, we will get 0.6308. So this is our required area of standard normal curve between z is equal to minus 0.44 and 1.76. Let us solve some examples here. Evaluate the following probabilities with the help of normal probability table. First they gave probability when z is greater than or equal to 0.85. Second, probability when z lies between minus 1.64 and minus 0.88. Next, probability when z lies mod of z is less than or equal to 1.94. So first we will find probability when z is greater than or equal to 0.85. So first we see the graph here. So this is our curve, plus infinity to minus infinity. This is our 0, pi of z, and this is z. Now z is greater than or equal to 0.85. Suppose our 0.85 is somewhere here. So our required curve is like this. They asked to find the area under this curve. So this can be written as probability of z is greater than or equal to 0.85 can be written as this total area, that is from 0 to plus infinity. This total half area, this area, that is probability when 0 is less than or equal to z is less than or equal to plus infinity, minus this area, that is 0.85 to 0, this area. If you subtract this small area from the total area, you will get the required area, this one. So I'll subtract this area, that is 0 to 0.85 from the total area, this half area, total area, this I'll subtract this small area, that is 0 to 0.85, so that I'll get 0.85 to plus infinity, that is z is greater than or equal to 0.85. So this is nothing but, now 0 to infinity, our area is nothing but what? 0.5, as we know that. So minus probability of 0 to 0.85 can be written as pi of 0.85. So 0.5 minus, now pi of 0.85 can be found from the normal probability table. So what we have, 0.85, that is equal to 0.85. So for that we consider 0.8. Here we have 0.85, so we consider 0.8 first. So 0.8 is here. Next 5, 0.05. 0.05 is here. So it is 0.3023. So this is 0.3023. Now 0.5 minus 0.3023 is nothing but 0.1977. So this is our required answer. Next, second, what they asked to find? Probability when z lies between minus 1.64 to minus 0.88. Now this can also be written as, I want to remove this minus sign, so this can be also written as probability when 0.88 less than, means this comes here and this minus 1.6 goes that side. If you remove minus sign, so less than or equal to 1.64. So our graph is like this now. Minus infinity to plus infinity, 0. This is our curve. So first it is 0.88. Suppose our 0.88 is somewhere here. And 1.66, 1.64. Now we have to find this area. How we have to find this area? Total area from 0 to 1.64, area from 0 to 1.64 minus area from 0 to 88, area from here to here minus this gives the required area. So this can be written as probability when 0 is less than or equal to z, 1.64 minus probability when 0 is less than or equal to z minus 0.88. So this is nothing but what? Pi of 1.64 minus, and this can be written as pi of 0.88. This is only when 0 is less than or equal to some point, then only we write pi of that point. And here also 0 is less than or equal to some point, this can be written as pi of this point. So by using normal probability table we can write this as, now it is pi of 1.64. First we consider 1.6. So 1.6 is here, 1.6. Next 0.04. So 0.04 is somewhere here. So our answer is 0.4495. So this is 0.4495 minus, next is 0.88. So for 0.88 we first consider 0.8, next 0.08. So this is 0.08 here. So our answer is 0.3106. 0.3106. You subtract this one, you will get 0.1389. This is the required answer. Next, what they asked, third one, probability when mod z is less than or equal to 1.94. So this can be written as So as we know that when mod x means it is plus x and minus x. So mod x can be written as plus x and minus x. Mod of x less than or equal to 1, it means this x lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Mod x is less than or equal to 1 means this x lies between plus 1 and minus 1. So here also mod z is less than or equal to 1.94 means this z lies between minus 1.94 and plus 1.94. So mod z is less than or equal to 1.94 can be written as like this. So and this is also can be written as 2 into probability of 0 is less than or equal to z is less than or equal to 1.94. So this is 2 into probability when z lies between 0 to some point, that is suppose it is z1, which is written as pi of 1.94. Only when it is 0 to point z1. So this is 0 to z1 can be written as pi of this z1. So by using normal probability table we can write what we have 1.94. So first 1.9 here, next 0.04. So 0.04 here. So our value is 0.4738. So our value is 2 into 0.4738. So this is something 1.9476. So this is our required answer.